Hello and welcome back to episode 11 of Alan Wake. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And that mining cart was trying to sneak up on me. Did you see that? Well, I'm on to you, mining cart. We just need to find some redstone rails. And maybe a stone button. And then we're going to be in business. Alright.
The place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Definitely not a century. This stuff would mostly just be little knots of rust on the ground. Okay, so the tricksy physics is giving away the game a little bit. That's convenient for me. Yeah, definitely not a century. This would have been rotten away to nothing. It would be like a pile of dirt. Abandoned in the 70s is probably a reasonable hypothesis.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Why are you angry at Alice and Barry? What did they do to you? Oh, that's a callback to the getting committed thing. I suppose I wouldn't be very pleased about that either. Great Peak Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Great Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements that the Brightfall Mining's Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Great Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Nailed it. I think that windmill might be a little too noisy. But you know, that reminds me, there's something that's always struck me as a little funny with these third-person over-the-shoulder games. The sounds that you hear from the perspective of the camera, not from the perspective of your character. Which is a little odd, because sometimes it means that something happens right next to the camera, but not particularly close to your guy. Something like hearing a windmill, for example. That's a lot of things that did not go the way I wanted it to. Oh, maybe it's okay. It's not okay. That's death, is what that was. Alan Wake just died. Now he's a mold ghost like Ethan Winters. Any other takers? Any more floaty things that I need to shine a flashlight at for a while? The answer is yes. I'm sure we'll find them soon. That's a gas lantern. Who lit that? Who's been here? Certainly hasn't been burning since 1970. Of course. Of course the boiler would just rip itself off of that locomotive. Alan. I see you. I see you wibbly wobbling over there. Iron horse. Don't be silly. Eh? Keys? Yes, hello, someone on Google Chat. I'll get back to you in a bit. Maybe that's Jin. That's probably Jin. That's probably not Jin. That leaves Danielle. Or maybe my dad, but it's a little late to be hearing from him. Is my audio capture even picking that noise up? Maybe I just sound like a lunatic.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
So the darkness in the lake wants to use the writers to make its world more true, to widen the door, maybe? Do I want a hunting rifle instead of a pump shotgun? No, I don't think I do. The aiming system in this game does not favor sniping as much as I personally enjoy it. Yeah, let's just keep moving, Alan. No reason to pay too much attention to what's going on over there. We're not even going that direction. For now. And later? Well, that's a problem for future Alan to deal with, isn't it? Text message?
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I mean, you only get like 250 characters in a text message. It couldn't have been that full of insults. Spelling errors, I'm willing to believe. Okay. Thanks, breathing paint. Some more revolver ammo might be nice. Until then, let's see about the shotgun.
Birds.
Are they just gonna mill around over there? Thought they were gonna come harass me. Alright, that's a little upsetting. Bye, birds. Alright, let's get moving. Probably don't have time to mess with unlimited birds. Yeah. We certainly don't have batteries to mess with unlimited birds. Danger, do not enter. Cool story, bro. Going in. This is a great place for somebody who's battling a supernatural darkness to wind up. Wait, are we gonna find Lord Moreau down here? Are we gonna have to fight a slimy guy? Cause I didn't bring any magnum bullets. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Which way am I supposed to be going right now? I want to go this way. Alice, you leave me alone. You're dead or whatever. This is not a mine. This is not what mines...
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Okay. But yeah, this is not what mine tunnels look like.
Alice? Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Go for a swim? Don't go for a swim.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, get a page though.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Really? Running on beer didn't do them any good? Who would have thought? I'm really excited for the idea of coming back to this place as Jesse and maybe entering the realm of the darkness. That would be very cool. I also think it would be really fun to play a game where you're based in the Bureau and you go out and do missions and then come back home and do stuff back at the Bureau. Maybe going out and dealing with the Alan Wake situation could be one of those, or even like the overarching theme. That could be cool. But it'll be multiple years before we find out what that's all about, I think.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
I'm also very interested in the resolution of Nightingale. That's my way out. Wow, very uncool. I forgot I had the shotgun out. I also forgot about dodging those guys. Definitely better than the side-by-side. And the reload isn't terrible. Cornered, great.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
All the way back here. Run, Alan. Okay, so when the mine starts collapsing, I don't actually have to run away from it. That's good to know. So what I should not do is do what I did last time and run straight into a corner where somebody teleported in on top of me. And we have a good number of flares, so we should make use of them. Apparently they wanted me to take the hunting rifle. We're not really sure why. Does it do more damage, maybe? Okay, this is where I'm going to be going, so I'll hang out here. Don't even try to dodge, Alan. That's fine. Buttons are... Oh, nice.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Alright, you know what? We're pausing. Alright, there we go. Just a matter of a bit of not cruise control, crowd control. Don't get distracted by the big guy and spend so much time shining your flashlight on him that all of his friends come up from behind and enjoy your company. Gotta make sure to pay all attention to all of your guests in small doses so that nobody feels neglected. That's what being a good host is all about.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
The machinery that has no business working because it's been abandoned for 40 years? I'm glad that thing just rotates as it raises and lowers. That's really nice. Yeah, not only has it been abandoned for 40 years, but it was here during an eruption that led to the abandonment of these mines. Now what am I doing with this? Okay. And those utility lights do not look 40 years old. They don't even look like they were made 40 years ago and happen to be brand new for reasons that need not be explained. They just straight up don't look They don't look like any of that. Those are modern lights placed by someone. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing now. And up some more. Okay. As puzzles go, that was pretty unimpressive. And there wasn't any fighting or anything. It just kind of happened. That was a big groan. Kick. That was a solid kick for somebody that wears tweed jackets. Yeah, flares. Good reason to come up here. How many can I carry? All of them. And a manuscript page. I feel like I'm starting to be able to read this game a little bit.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
It's pronounced Mjolnir. And I guess Tor Anderson is Thor. I like that. What was the other one's name? Is he Odin? I hope he's Odin. Okay, so we've got birds. That's great. Birds are good. Yep, and stay gone. And we also got a cute little cable car. Look at that fuel tank just jostle around. So giddily.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
What's your problem with cable cars, Alan? Did something happen? Didn't the last one just quietly take us where we needed to be? Oh, hey, more smoke. And birds. Cool. Okay. It's pretty uncool to just have the birds pop up with basically no opportunity to do anything about them. Like, they're just coming from under the car where I can't even aim at them. That's a little more exciting. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Not the flare gun, Alan. I wish you would be just slightly less excited about new toys when we grab them. And the flare gun's not even new.
Shit.
We've had it before, Alan. Okay, so dropping the rail car on me was definitely a power move. What's with these stacks of cans? Are they a thing? Are those the beers that the hunters were whatevered by? Man, look at all that smoke just pouring out of this fireplace. Alright, you really want me to use the hunting rifle? I'll use the hunting rifle. Still not super convinced, but Alan, you're useless. Well, are you happy with how that went? That's the shotgun. Okay. What's with the red plants? Surrounded? Sometimes he'll dodge when I want him to, and sometimes he's like, no, I'm reloading. I don't have time for dodging. It'd be funny if your flashlight would recharge faster while you were in the light. You could hold it up in the sky and yell, sunlight. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake, formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. So there were no casualties. But that writer Zane and his girlfriend Barbara Jogger just, like, mysteriously went missing at the same time? Or have we just forgotten those people altogether? They've just been unpersoned. And what caused them to be unpersoned? You are in a position unsuitable to give orders, Dr. Jones. I have a flare. That was a silly time to use a battery. But at least I got some coffee. That'll make it better, right? I hear some breathing. Is there some paint nearby? Yes, there is. All right. And we're out of time for episode 11, so come back and see me in episode 12 for whatever the breathing paint has got for us. Talk to you soon.